Hey guys, another Las Vegas post here, and I thought today I would talk to you about this. No, it's not one of Oscar's toys. It is in fact something called the Insights Personality Profiling Blocks of Colour. I don't actually know what they're called, but Insights Profiling. So, you've probably come across loads of different profiling tools out there. There's Myers-Briggs, there's Insights, there's DISC profiling. There's lots of different ones, and I've done pretty much all of them, to be honest. And I love all of them. They all have their own individual areas of use. But the one that's really stuck for me in my business is this one. And I just want to talk to you about why. So, essentially, Insights is all about your personality, and in Insights, each of these blocks of colours represents an area of kind of personality or the way you do things. So yellow is all about motivation and inspiration, and someone who's predominantly yellow is going to be quite high in that colour. Sorry, high in that colour, quite high in those kind of areas. Red is about knowing what you want. It's about being direct and dominant. The downside of red, sorry, I should have said the downside of yellow is sometimes they get called fluffy and annoying. I've known them being called over emotional, that kind of stuff. Downside of being red is that sometimes you come across abrupt, sometimes rude, quite curt and to the point. But you often get what you want. You know what you want and you go out for it. Green is about being caring, about being steady and soft. The downside of green is when you get upset or angry, you go really red and then spend the whole time apologising afterwards when you go back to green. Blue is the detail. These are the guys which want lists and lists of things. These guys probably love a spreadsheet. They love detail. They're not really interested in small talk and so on and so forth. Good examples of jobs to help you get your head around this. Web coder, classic. Nurse, caring assistant. Director, managing director, quite often. Me. Who else? Public speaker. Somebody marketing, probably. Quite often. Often also business owners, though. So, if you're wondering why I have these blocks, the reason I have these is that I put so much emphasis on this in my business that I actually profiled the whole business, and we now have like a round circle which plots where everyone sits so we can work out to each other's strengths. And the reason you do this is because of communication. Because the way that a yellow likes to be communicated with is definitely not the way that a blue likes to be communicated with, and so on and so forth. So if I know that I'm going to speak to a blue, I don't go in as a yellow, talking to him about the golf or her about the golf for the weekend or sport or blah, blah, blah. I give him the facts and the details of what he needs. If I'm talking to a red, then I'm going to be quick, concise, and get out of there. And if I'm talking to a green, I might be a bit more slow and steady and understand where they're coming from. And in fact, actually, these blocks are pretty cool because on the back of them, they've also got some little sayings here. So I don't know if you can read that, but it says, blue says, give me details. Red says, be brief, be bright, be gone. Green says, show me you care. And yellow says, involve me. And so what's really useful about these blocks, because everybody at Optics has this set on their desk, and they order them in preference of their colours. So the profiling basically tells you this. So actually I am yellow, red, green, blue in that order. Very, very dominant in yellow. Very, very terrible in blue. So great at starting stuff, terrible at finishing it. Very even in these two, 50% roughly. So yeah, I'm quite an unusual personality, I think. But the key is here that the guys sits on my desk. The guys know how to deal with me, and I in turn know how to deal with each of them. And we've put a lot of effort into that optics. And in fact, I love this so much that I brought my wife into this as well. We've each got one of these for ourselves. So she's actually red, which is quite interesting, red yellow, and that helps me understand her and helps her understand me. And we loved it so much that we have actually created our own company that is going to be profiling people in this set of personality profile tests. So if you are interested in that, do get in touch and let me know, because we can actually profile your business now and help you do what I did at Optics. So yeah, I'm not going to sell that, just let me know if you're interested. I hope that's useful, and I will see you next time.